All right, folks, it is that time of the year. The Madden news cycle, hype train, hate, whatever you want to call it. These things happen annually. It has started right now, June the 1st, with the cover reveal. And that's not what I'm talking about in this particular video, even though I will say, I don't think it, took a lot for people to figure out if John Madden would be on the cover. I think it's cool that they have 3 different covers. So whichever one floats your boat, you'll be able to pick that cover. But obviously they're going to recognize, highlight, pay homage to John Madden with his unfortunate passing. Obviously. All right. So you knew that was coming. But what I want to talk about in this particular video, and before I even dive into it, let me just say this. Everything that I say from this point until I'm able to physically experience myself is all TBD. Any news that I hear, anything that we see in the official reveal, as it says here, right here over my right shoulder, which is June 2nd, that will be tomorrow if you're watching this video today. Anything that we learn there is all TBD. I cannot make a determination until I'm able to experience such things. But what I will do is give my thoughts on what something sounds like, just like I did when the leaked information came out. I'll give you my thoughts on what it sounds like. If it's something that is fully revealed, I can say, okay, I hope it's this, I hope it's that. But I'm not going to go down that road of trying to predict this, predict that. I'm just not. We've done that too many times with multiple games, whether it's Madden or not. And until I can experience it, that's all I can say. Now, what I'm going to attempt to do in this particular video is I'm going to give you my thoughts on what this might be. This right here. This caught my eye. FieldSense. What is FieldSense? Now, what I'm going to do in this video is speculate on what I think it is and also what I hope it is. We shall see. I have no idea what it is. I don't have any leaked information, nothing of the sort. So I have no idea. This is pure speculation. Let me say that again, because for whatever reason, man, in the YouTube world, people will twist your words, or they'll take a sound bite or take a clip. Pure speculation. This is pure speculation on the behalf of myself, SimFBallCritic. This is just a guess. What I think FieldSense is something tying into AI and awareness. And I hope that's what it is. Now, what brings me to this decision or this speculation? It says sense, right? Some type of sense, spelled S-E-N-S-E, sense, right? FieldSense, that sounds like something that's happening on the field. It also states right under that, introducing FieldSense Gameplay System. That's intriguing. With it saying gameplay system, what intrigues me by that is this something that affects the entire field? This is where I'm going with this. Let's assume it's AI and awareness, which I hope it is. You've heard me say for years upon years upon years with Madden, with coverage, that I think part of the solution to solve coverage issues would not only be just programming what they should do in certain coverage packages, but also allow the AI to adapt, to read and react, to have some sense of awareness, situational awareness, like when you're in the, down and distance, or when you're in the red zone, or you're on the goal line. Don't just play grass. Don't just play your assignment. Play what's happening, meaning read the action. If you're in a cover 2 and there's no one that comes to your side, maybe you look for work coming across the middle. Maybe you just drop back a little further just in case there's some deep route that comes your way from the other side of the field. I think you guys understand where I'm going with this. Recognizing the closest threat. I've always said that you need to build some type of system that allows defenders to adapt to the situation, diagnose the play, look for work, not just playing grass, going to your assignment and going flat-footed, and you're just going to play that assignment no matter what because it's programmed. which I know some of you are going to say it's a video game. I get it. I get it. But in today's, day and age in video games and all of this AI and all of these new powered systems, you would expect some type of adaptive AI system. We've seen it in other games. So that's what I think it is. And that's just on one side of the ball. The reason why I say I wonder if it's across the board is, does this mean, you've heard me say receivers also having that awareness, linemen also having that awareness, and gameplay is driven by what's happening, the player sense, if you will, field sense. It sounds similar to something that they tried to implement in the past. However, if this is a new wave of that, if this is a new improved way of that, or is this the full-fledged version of that, I'm even cool with that, because I know what people are going to say. People are going to say, oh, this is just like what they did in such and such year. They're just renaming it. Okay. But does it work? Does it work? That's all I'm worried about. All I'm worried about is some type of AI system that works on the fly, defensively and offensively, that allows these players to play more human-like. No, they're not humans, but you guys remember back in Madden 25 days, Andrew Wilson was on the stage at E3. I've told this story several times, and they kept talking about all of these calculations that the CPU could do, and it said human-like intelligence. We haven't really seen that level of AI in Madden since I don't know. So I'm hoping that's what this is. We know that FIFA has gotten an AI system upgrade over the last couple of years. I think even NHL. I could be wrong about NHL, but I think so. So I'm hoping that FieldSense is something like that. Some type of player sense. Hey, if I borrow from 2K's, some type of ace type of system that adapts. I hope that's what this is. I don't know that to be certain, but it just makes me feel like there's some type of sense. What I hope it isn't, I hope it's not just a contextual awareness type of thing, where it's more, let me correct that. I want contextual awareness to be a part of it too, but as a whole, I just hope it's not like coupled in that small little compartment where they only have sense of things like that. Someone bumps them, or not tripping when they get off the pile. I hope it's not something that's compartmentalized like that. I would hope this is something that is broad. Like I said, a receiver, maybe he can sit down in the zone if he reads a certain type of defense. Things of that nature. Coming back for the ball and attacking the ball. Using his body to get in position and to leverage a 50-50 ball. All those type of things. And again, I don't know what this is, but even if it's that, I can't say it's going to be perfect out the gate. I'm just hoping it is something to that effect. And the reason why I feel that way is, you guys heard me talk about player movement for years upon years upon years. I feel like player movement has gotten to a point now in some situations where it's pretty good. And they're using that RFID technology and all of that, and they're using the next gen stats, all of those type of things driving player movement, right? They talked about, well, they didn't talk about, but in the leaked information, we hear about this hit everything. And it said something to the effect of, more physics-based interactions and outcomes and things of that nature. Okay, definitely another area I want to see them really excel in. So now it makes me feel like player sense has to have something to do with sense, awareness. I hope that's what it is. I hope that's what it is. And if it is, again, TBD, you still have to wait and see how it transpires, but you get player movement relatively correct, and then you add player interaction relatively correct with physics and things of that nature, and then you add a real AI and awareness type of system that takes any game to another level. You know, people hate and love Madden for whatever reasons they hate and love Madden. I've always said, if Madden were to address those core areas that I just mentioned, most people would consider it a really good game. So now it's up to them. Us as consumers, all we can do is wait and see exactly what this is. Or isn't. But I just wanted to make a quick video, man, because again, this right here, this thing as I look at it on my screen, that has me a little intrigued because I really want to know what that is. Introducing FieldSense Gameplay System. What is that? And I'll reserve all of my judgment for when I actually have the opportunity to see for myself. Now again, once they do the official reveal and I will come back and say, oh, this is what it is, I'll give you my thoughts on what it appears to be and how I think it could potentially work. But I still won't be able to make an assessment on anything until I can physically get my hands on the game and play for myself. And that's what I intend to do. All right, but outside of that, man, I'm curious to see what you guys think, whether they're great comments, hate comments, whatever. I'll look at them all. I'm just interested to see, if we keep it a little mature in terms of what do we really think this is, even if you are done with the game. I really want to know what you guys think this might be. Is there another game that has something like this that maybe is just a name difference? So what do you think this actually is? I'm very curious to see what you guys have to say. But outside of that, man, the routine. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. All right, guys, until next time, let me know what you think. Peace.